Hello, 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 and welcome back to me streaming some Blood Bowl. We are today watching Pidpad and his Old World Alliance in Group A of the OCC seeding tournament, Matchday 8, going up against the Pantaloon Privateers, coached by Nitroxide, Imperial Nobility. And they've not had a very good season, I'll be honest. They have one bodyguard player on their roster. And even at these fairly low team values, they apparently managed to swindle themselves a Morgan Thorg for this matchup. So that's interesting. Haven't yet seen anybody bring Morg along in Blood Bowl 3. So he's got a Mighty Bowl +2, which I think he might be the only player with that. I'm not certain, but he comes with block, he comes with thick skull. Obviously he's a loner 4+, and he can also throw teammate. Not that he has a halfling to throw, But yeah, only 2 rerolls and an Apo, thankfully. But it looks like Pidpad has decided to receive the ball. I think he's operating on the assumption that he can hopefully do some damage to the AV7 and AV8. Well, AV7, which dominates the team of Imperial Nobility, mostly because like the Imperial Retainers only have an AV of 8+, that is AV7. He has decided to keep the Imperial Thrower on the sideline, which makes sense in the sense that like since he's on defense, it's unlikely that he'd be using sure hands or pass or running pass, unless on the assumption that he can there's a fumble of some kind and then he can potentially score himself. But keeping the Imperial Thrower safe so that he has an actual throwing game plan for his own offensive drive makes sense to me. Morg is going to be straight in the center and behind the line. He doesn't... I mean, I feel that Morg is like... He's just one of those star players that most people wouldn't just randomly decide to take a blitz at. So I think he could have just been one front. But on the flip side, he also probably doesn't want Morg to just get himself tagged by like a random human lineman or something by Pidpad. And we are off. A facious ref. And what happened? There is one loner Imperial lineman who got stunned on the line of scrimmage. That is the extent of the officious ref. Okay. I'm a little unsure as to why Nitroxide decided to put his Imperial Retainers in such a position. Because there is a guard player among Pidpad's players, so I figured he'd just space them out to the corners and then one in the center. Pidpad goes for the mighty blow hit with the human blitzer, takes down one of the Imperial linemen, and gets a stun for his efforts. Recovers the ball, easy enough. It is now on the human thrower with the block dodge. And I think he is now simply going to set up essentially for... He already has a 3-die on with the tree. Down he goes. He gets fended, I assume. Yes, he does get fended. The Imperial Nobility can be quite annoying for the treemen, especially to deal with the whole fending thing, because even if you don't take root, right? Even if you don't take root, you can still get annoyed quite a lot. So KO on the last line of scrimmage block there with the dwarf blocker. So that is 4 out of 4 armor breaks for Pidpad already on the AV7 strings. Only 1 removal, and that potentially not a permanent removal, but still. Actually, correction, that is 3 out of 3 because this guy got stunned by the ref. Alright, he moves slightly forward there with the human lineman and this human lineman to essentially reinforce this line, not make it as easy to take any pot shots at him. He moves the bodyguard over to the side there with the stand firm. Does mean that he's not very, like, he's not susceptible to being to being in any danger of getting surfed. I'm gonna assume that the blitz is gonna be coming in from Morg. He just maneuvers his no, he doesn't. Okay, and well, I mean, good thing he didn't, I guess, but that's probably wouldn't have used the team reroll there, I'll be honest. He only has one of them left now. Down he goes, no armor break. And he moves him a little more to the center. He is essentially just screening off Pidpad. And because Pidpad does not have his halfling on the field, then he's in no danger of getting a halfling thrown over in case Pidpad gets desperate. But the tree moves, no issues there. No issues there. Now the interesting question I think is how slow is Pidpad going to be taking this? And I think the answer is probably very. He's just going to, yep, there's the one blitz that he's going to take. Down he goes with a pow, mighty blow. No armor break this time. And he has punched a hole, and he did follow up on it. Don't know why he followed up on it when he just then decided to walk back anyway. Guard Dwarf moves up to contest all three of those. Regular Brawler goes there. Block Lineman goes there. Strip Ball Lineman goes there to cancel out any assist that he could put there. Troll Slayer, I figured Troll Slayer would go into contact there, but he didn't for whatever reason, and he just moves one square forward with the ball carrier. I mean, I'm curious as to, like, I'm pretty sure the Pidpad could have gotten a 2-die on that bodyguard there, but he chose not to do that. Guess he doesn't want to get into a side scramble, but seems a little odd to me, I'll be honest. I guess I would have probably taken the push there rather than the wrestle. Here comes Morgenthorg, Dwarf Blitzer. Down he goes. Doesn't follow that up. Mighty Blow +2. Nope, nothing happens. All right, gets a 2-die on the guard Dwarf Brawler. Or blocker, sorry. He follows that up for whatever reason. And he gets a KO. That's an important removal. That's an important removal for the Imperial Nobility. Like, getting the guard out is good. Very good. And then he'll still get a 2-die over there. And the dice just says, well, you got your good dice. Here's your bad ones. And down goes the loner lineman. Okay. So what is Pidpad's response to this, I wonder? I'm gonna make a guess that he's going to simply shift to the left, especially with him down. He takes that block of all things. Okay. Pidpad is apparently fairly confident in his position. Tree gets fended again. Yeah, he can brawler that. Yep, he uses brawler, and down goes the loner. Does he fend? I assume he would fend here. Yep, fend. Down he goes. No armor break. Yeah, Pidpad has not yet given any sort of indication of where he is going with the ball, or that he's in any sort of a hurry to move with the ball. He moves into contact with the catcher so that he can get a 2-die there. He's got block. Wonderful. Down he goes. KO. Okay, another removal. This time a non-loner Imperial Retainer lineman. Strip ball player moves forward. I'm gonna assume, yep, Troll Slayer goes for the blitz. Only gets a push. Pushes him that way. I think he just takes the boat down here rather than the push. Yep. Thrower moves over here. Thrower moves more forward than I assumed. He takes a 1 die. He takes a 1 die and fend. Okay. This could be a little bit of a problem. Like, I mean, he does have blodge on, like, that's the big thing. He has blodge on the thrower. So, it's not like he's in, it's not like he's in massive danger. Morgan Thorg only gets a both down. Thankfully, Morg comes with block, so doesn't at least end in a turnover or forced to try a loner reroll there. I don't know why. Like I think he definitely should have picked up that loner Imperial lineman over there. Does manage to get a stun on the strip ball lineman, which is decent, but like not massive. Takes a 2 die in there, doesn't follow that up, takes him down. Wonderful. That frees up both the bodyguard who comes into to do that. I figured that he was gonna just pull both of them backwards, but I guess he'd rather just be taking blocks than reinforcing his defensive position. I mean, his defensive position at the moment is not exactly the worst. And he does get a stun on the Dwarf Blitzer, but these guys are kind of like, since it is Pidpad's turn, I have a feeling that these guys, like, he definitely wants these guys to just stay out as they have done. Now, the interesting question, I think, is what is he gonna do with this Troll Slayer who is next to Morgan Thorg? I have a feeling that he's not gonna be blocking Morgan Thorg. The Treeman is still stuck pounding on a loner Imperial Retainer lineman, and probably will be for the foreseeable future, unless he manages to, well, even if he manages to get rid of this one, I'm sure that, and he didn't pick this guy up. Did he not see it, or did he not want to pick him up? Okay, that might be a team reroll there. Might be a team reroll. It's a little greedy, maybe. But that could be a team reroll. Nope, he takes the boat down. Content with take root has been failed, and he gets both down, so down goes the tree. He does stun his keeper there, but that doesn't also mean that it break root, on the assumption that he can, yeah, on the assumption that he can potentially then, like, actually stand up at some point. Morgan Thorg is being just aggressively marked by the Troll Slayer, I guess. Except that he can, like, he will just 2 die there, I think, to open up. Yeah, because Morg can, like, he can get a 2 die on the ball carrier with Morg. Like, he absolutely can. But he goes for the 3 die block against the, I don't think that was the correct play. Like, I think, like, if he wanted to have a chance of potentially, like, taking down the ball carrier, then Morg blitzing him was his best option. He moves Imperial lineman over there. That doesn't really help his position. Like, I'm gonna assume that his blitz is going to be, yeah, he marks the ball carrier over there, makes sense, and then his blitz is gonna be here on the catcher. No, he's okay, he goes for the 2 die there. Okay, fair enough, and pow, and KO. How's the bounce? And it's on the guy who just blitzed, and he catches it in a tackle zone. The tables have turned quite drastically against Pidpad just now. I thought that he was in a decent-ish position. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So he failed to take root check, and then he failed to stand up as well. Okay. All right. So he does manage. He does manage to take him down and free up this human lineman here. At best, he gets a 1 die on the ball carrier with the blitz. Yep, he goes for the 1 die. Has to go for it. Probably team rerolls that, right? Nope, no, he just accepts that. Okay. Yep, tries to go for the 3+ dodge. Surely he rerolls that. Yep, he used the reroll, but still failed the dodge. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This has suddenly turned against Pidpad. I thought he, like, I genuinely, like, the 2 die blitz where he just took the boat down there. I think he should have re-rolled it. Because, like, if he had gone, like, had blocked up that rather than leaving it. I mean, again, like, he only got 2 die on a bludger. And, like, if he, like, even without a re-roll, he manages to get a POW, then, well, that's the dice for you. Like, sometimes that just happen. Okay, he takes the both down result there for whatever reason. Don't know why he would, because now he just, like, left the catcher to just stand up and be an assist. Morg takes down the Slayer, and it follows up and manages to stun him. He picked up the Noble Blitzer. Yeah. It's a messy situation all around. The tree manages to stand up by himself. No assists, no timber. Not that it matters too much, because, you know, he's still rooted to place. He picks up the catcher. Okay. I think he's going for that. Yep, because he does have a strip ball guy. Yep, and he gets power regardless. This time, use the team reroll to actually be able to make the dodge. Takes down the Imperial lineman. He does have fend, so he's not getting himself safe from the potential of being surfed. Ball bounces next to the sideline, which is probably not what either team really wanted. Takes a 1 die with the Dwarf Blitzer. They're going at a very fast pace here, so I'm starting to... if this seems chaotic to you and that I'm just constantly talking, then I'm sorry, but all things are happening in this game now. I don't know why Pidpad is not dodging this human Blitzer away from this Imperial lineman. Like, you'd think that he'd want to bring him over to help. Okay, he moves this Imperial Retainer there. I think he wants to take down this Dwarf Blocker, I think, but like, with the Imperial Retainer lineman, like, being placed there, I was thinking that he was gonna go for, like, the surf on the old human lineman, but, like, moving him there, yeah, well, he goes for it, only gets a push. Is he gonna push him onto the ball? He is not. No, he's sort of happy where the ball is at the moment. And with Morgan Thorg next to the ball, yeah, doesn't follow that up to keep his Noble Blitzer free. Oh, I have this very. Oh, thank God for Nitroxide, I think. Because there is no reasonable world where Morgenthor gets surfed by the Troll Slayer. Especially now, I guess. But I was looking at that and going like, oh god, Pidpad must be so tempted. But alas, his opponent did stop him from doing that. Okay, so Pidpad, the only player he has free is this Dwarf Blitzer, who has now moved to help his human Blitzer companion, who apparently does not wish to use a Blitz, but does take down the lineman there. Blocks him next to the tree, so that the tree has a buddy. Apparently not next round, but the round after that, because he gets stunned. He does pick up the Troll Slayer just as a pickup. And now what exactly is Pidpad going to do? I mean, I think he goes for one die blitz here. One die blitz with the Imperial Retainer lineman, or against the Imperial Retainer lineman, and hopefully he gets a push, and then he moves the dwarf there, and then he takes the 2 die uphill with the human lineman with block against Morg, hoping against hope that he gets a push and Morg gets shoved into the crowd. I think that is the play that Pidpad... No, he didn't take the blitz there. Okay, he just takes the 1 die. Okay. He's got fend on him. How does that help you? Like, what are you doing, Pid? What's your next move? I'm very curious. Maybe he forgot that they have fend. Like, I could see that he just forgot that they have fend. And now he's just boned. It is his turn 7. And this is the situation. I don't think he'll be scoring. I genuinely do not think Pidpad will be making a score this half. I don't think that the Imperial Nobility will be doing a score this half either. But this game just got difficult for Pidpad, who needs to win this, and he needs to win the next, and he does not take an additional block. He does not take a blitz at all. Oh boy. He needs the Imperial Nobility to suffer like a catastrophic turnover somewhere. He goes for a blitz on the Troll Slayer, takes him down. Follows him up even for whatever reason. Well, for the reason that he can get the blitzer to potentially scoring range. Is that scoring range? Movement 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, he needs to make a GFI. He makes the GFI. Alright. He makes the second GFI. Doesn't need a team reroll at all. Unfortunately for him, though, like, Pidpad certainly will just, I guess, blitz him down using his 2 blitzers that are free here. I mean, I guess he moves the Imperial Retainer to block their way. Yeah, he has to move into contact there. No, I don't think that doesn't work. Like, you don't have enough of a screen for that to work. Takes down the human lineman with block, using one of his non-loner linemen. Gets a stun on him. Okay. Now what? 2 die on the strip ball guy. Manages only a push. Follows him up. Doesn't want to let him go. He doesn't get another 2 die on that because of the catcher being there. Moves the loner one to tag both of the dwarves. Okay. I guess he's gonna pick up the ball with Morg. And he flubs the pickup. He tries the reroll, but loner fails, pickup fails, reroll fails. Okay. Pidpad is not yet entirely boned. He has, like, Pidpad's catcher is in scoring range, like easy scoring range even. The ball is on the ground. Now it's just a question of, can Pidpad actually manage to pick up and probably hand off to well, no, he's surely okay, he goes for the blitz with the Troll Slayer. Takes him down and gets an injury, so that's at least SPP on the Troll Slayer. And a permanent removal of a loner Imperial lineman. Don't think that this guy is going to be terribly relevant after that blitz, but it does free up the dwarf blocker. How does that help Pit? He takes a 1-die, he gets a both down, unfortunately needs to reroll that, and he gets a stop. Alright. Yep. That ends Pidpad's hope of scoring. I don't know why he didn't, like surely Nitroxide, like, I don't think he had blocked with this bodyguard yet, so he could have taken, like, a 2-die block against the catcher, like, previously already. So he takes the 2-die there, pushes him away, which means that the blitzer is now free. I'm gonna assume he's gonna go for the passing play with the blitzer there. Pick up, move there, pass. I don't think there's any relevant blitz that he can do. Unless he wants to try his hand at a 1-die. The fact that he'd have to do it with a loner doesn't matter because he doesn't have any rerolls left. But the fact that it's a 1-die and he does not have block is the problem. The thing is that I don't think he can afford to do the like pass to him while he's in 2 tackle zones. So he either needs to go for a 1-die blitz on one of these, and he didn't even activate, I don't think. He didn't even activate a handoff or a pass, I don't think. So regardless, that would have been, like, of him picking up or failing the GFI, that was irrelevant. Alright, so 1 KO recovery for Imperial Nobility. Both KOs recover for Old World Alliance. We go 0-0 into the second half. Old World Alliance, despite the fact that the enemy has Morgan Thorg, Old World Alliance is winning the removal war, but that doesn't mean that they're winning the game. So they'll be kicking on over to the Imperial Nobility. The Imperial Nobility will be getting their Imperial Thrower onto the field. I believe they have 10 people, because they have 10 players for this half versus 11 for the Old World Alliance, since all of their KOs recovered. I don't think that the Halfling will be... Maybe? Nope. No, the Halfling is staying out off the pitch on the event that the Old World Alliance does manage to score, so the Halfling is safe for the potential throw teammate touchdown that they would be required to do. Both of the blockers, along with the treeman, onto the line of scrimmage there. Fairly wide and fairly forward defensive position for Pidpad and his Old World Alliance here. I don't know why the human thrower was left so far back. Like, I mean, you're not receiving, so why is he here? Like, it's not like what is the Imperial Nobility gonna do? Are they gonna like dodge through your lines just to take a blitz at him? Alright, kick player gets to kick the ball. Timeout. So the teams lose a turn. Alright, and then... First block against the guard dwarf on the line of scrimmage by the bodyguard. Down he goes. Does not follow up because he wants to give an assist to Morg, I guess, who's going to pound on the tree. And that's a double skull right there, forcing a reroll. This just... What is it with Nitroxide's, like, both first turns for him in like, both halves, and he has to use a reroll on a double skull block. All right, Morgenthor takes down the tree. No armor break. No armor break. Moves one of the Imperial retainers over there. Takes a blitz at the dwarf blitzer. Down he goes. I don't know why he seems to be kind of focusing on trying to hit that dwarf blitzer. Like, I don't know why. Oh, he's going for the fast score, or he's at least threatening the fast score. By he just bursts through there, I guess. And then he brings in players to reinforce. Brings in one guy to cover his one. He moves him there to take. Oh, he goes for a foul on the tree. On the tree of all things to foul, and he does manage to get a stun on the tree. But I'm not sure if anybody's told you this, Nitroxide, but the tree is not your concern when it comes to protecting yourself from Old World Alliance, generally speaking. Like, the tree is there to be a roadblock, not a particular dangerous to your scoring player, I would argue. Pidpad moves quickly, moves two people to contain the blitzer who ran forward. Dwarf blitzer stands back up. Both of the dwarves stand back up. I'm gonna assume he's gonna catcher moves up. Human lineman with block moves up to apply pressure. Where is the blitz going? That's the I'm gonna assume it's gonna be this. The old world human blitzer is going to take a blitz at this Imperial retainer, like from here. Yep. Down he goes. Even if he doesn't fend, he wouldn't follow up, I assume. I mean, he fends anyway, I guess. Mighty blow, gets a stun out of it, and moves to apply more pressure to the Imperial thrower. Yep, makes sense. Strip ball player moves in a more conservative fashion. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he'll get an easy 2-die on this guy. Like, I'm gonna assume he's gonna move the blitzer over, and then he's gonna like blitz with the bodyguard. He's gonna move the Imperial thrower over there. Morgan Thorg will move the cover. I don't think he's aiming to score this turn. No, he takes what? Okay. That I don't see the purpose of that blitz. Unless he's gonna just build a cage in the center there. Looks like he's building a cage in the center there, I guess. Yeah, that don't think that's a great idea overall. I mean, I'm gonna assume he's gonna have to move this Imperial lineman over there to cover. But the thing is this, like, what is he gonna do here? Like, this guy's stuck on the Troll Slayer. I guess he dodges him out here so that he can get a 2-die block there. Yep. Is he not taking the... Yeah, he's taking the GFI. Yeah, wonderful. He takes the 2-die block against the guard guy. Down goes the guard guy. He follows that up. Guard goes over there. Yep. He gets a 2-die on the other dwarf. Yep, down goes the other dwarf. Knocks him over there. Doesn't follow up. Yeah. And I doubt he's gonna be fouling the tree, but oh, he's widening his front cage corners so that so that Pidpad cannot, under any circumstance, make a blitz with the tree that gets him next to the ball carrier. I don't think Pidpad was ever gonna go for it. But I get why he would do that. He picks up the dwarves. The catcher moves to the left to tag the blitzer there. Thrower moves to the center to contain. Dwarf blitzer moves next to the bodyguard. I mean, the bodyguard is going to be the blitz target for the Mighty Blow human blitzer. With that assist, the tree manages to both not root himself and stand up without any assists. So good job, Tree. Well done. Okay. The bodyguard isn't the blitz target. He takes down the blitzer. No armor break. Moves forward to assist or contain more. Mighty Blow blitzer moves into contact there. He takes both down because he's got block and the Imperial lineman doesn't. And no armor break there. Okay, does the strip ball guy move, or is he just fine where he is? I would imagine that he would move like... Okay, fair enough. I figured that he might move like here to even more contain this noble blitzer, as well as like take away his assist here. Okay. So he picks up the two linemen on the right. Picks up the blitzer who got knocked down. I mean, since he's no stranger to it, I would imagine that he's going for... Oh, he's going for Morg Blitz. He's going for Morg Blitz on the tree. Which is like... I get that it's a very big thing that's on the center of the field. Like, I understand what, like, that the tree is there, and it, like, you don't want it to be there. But I don't just... This doesn't help you win, Nitroxide. I don't think it just doesn't help you win, I don't think. Sorry, Robo. Yep, I will indeed zoom in a little bit. Or, sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's... I mean, this is a pretty... Like, I like keeping it wide just so I can see, like, all of the players... and their positions on the field, but we'll zoom in. But yeah, this... I don't think... I don't get why he's so hell-bent on trying to... Like, now, he's clearly... Like, he is clearly thinking about, okay, well, that just happened. Can I get a 2-die with this guy on the tree if I bring in enough assists? And the answer is no. No, you can't. You absolutely shouldn't do that, by the way. Like, because... Yeah, you just know. So yeah, the Imperial Nobility in quite a pickle here. Now he decides that he's going to shift his focus over to Pidpad's right flank. I mean, I'm going to assume that this guy moves there. No, he makes the dodge. He makes the dodge with the blitzer. Obviously can't score yet. Yep, he moves there. The bodyguard takes a 2-die at the Mighty Blow guy. Mighty Blow guy goes down. Over there. Does the bodyguard... Nope, bodyguard stays put. Okay. No armor break on the Mighty Blow blitzer. This is like... I mean, this is just terrible. Like, what? Why? Pidpad, why? You could have gotten a 1-die with the... Oh, never mind. He's got sure hands. Yeah. Okay. I was like thinking, why would he not use the strip ball on the... But yeah, he's got sure hands. That's why. So, strip ball guy goes over, tags the blitzer on his backfield. Okay. Dwarf ball brawler takes down the Imperial Nobility lineman over there. I'm going to assume he fenced. No, he Okay. I mean, hey, I guess if Pidpad like follows that up, yeah, like of course he follows that up. Seems reasonable. Guard guy gets over there. I don't know why he picked up the human blitzer there. If he wanted to like, he could have gotten a 2-die blitz there. Oh. Anyway, the dwarf blitzer doesn't blitz, just takes down. No, wait, what? No, so the dwarf blitzer chooses to push on the bodyguard, and the bodyguard doesn't use stand firm. He takes a 2-die blitz with the thrower from the backfield. The Imperial thrower goes down, head injury, so that's minus AV. Surely the Apo is used here. Yep, Apo used. Does it actually help? It's his choice between an armor bust or a niggle. I mean, niggle is okay. Niggle is better, but I mean, I'm gonna assume that this team is gonna get re-rolled at the end of the season anyway, and he's gonna be out for the last game of the season anyway, so it doesn't matter here. Takes a 2-die block against the blitzer. Gets a push, which frees up the catcher. So the catcher is gonna go all the way around, try to pick up the ball. GFI makes it. Second GFI makes it. Fails to pick up. And even with a reroll, fails to pick up. Okay, well, this is about pretty much the exact same time, like halfway through the drive, that things went horribly wrong for Pidpad. And now things have gone horribly wrong for the Imperial Nobility. Granted, and that's okay. That's fine. Morgan Thord badly hurts the block lineman there. Not a massive loss at this stage for the Old World Alliance. He picks up the Imperial Retainer. This guy's gonna just stay there. I doubt he's gonna be taking that 1-die at the moment. Yeah, like this wrong move, I think, for Nitroxide. I think what he's gonna do here is he's gonna dodge this guy, blitz the human catcher for 2-die, hopefully get him down, and then he's gonna attempt to pick up the ball with the bodyguard. Like, I think that is literally his best option here, because like all he has otherwise available are Imperial linemen. Or this blitzer, who's is way too far to be of any use. Okay, brings in the noble blitzer, makes the dodge, gets a 2-die on the Troll Slayer, gets a push. That's what you want, or well, not what you want, but that's fine. Which means that he now gets a 2-die with the loner lineman against the kicker. I don't know why he's making these blocks. Like, none of these blocks are essentially relevant to. I mean, I guess if you... is he gonna take, like, the 2-die blitz here and then just move next to the ball? Instead of trying to, like, actually go for the pickup or blitz the catcher that's next to the ball? Maybe? Okay, no, okay. Not the result that he wanted, but at least it's not a turnover. Didn't need to... And he... Okay. I'm very confused. Takes both down, wrestles. I don't see how that helps, and then he just takes the 2-die over there. I'm gonna have to assume that Nitroxide has just given up on stopping Pidpad from scoring. Like, he might have just given up on that and is now looking to, I don't know, make it, like, get SPP for his team by potentially getting a random injury here or there. Like, I think that seems to be the case. I don't otherwise see why he did it, like, those moves as he did. Down goes the block Imperial lineman. Fence, mighty blow, badly hurt. Another removal. Yeah, I think genuinely, unless Pidpad manages to flub the pickup like 4 turns in a row, I have a very... I have a feeling... I have a feeling that this game is over. But yeah, I keep forgetting. It's a reasonable comment there, Robo. But yeah, I keep forgetting that. Oh yeah, the overlay actually cuts off some of the things that you see, while it doesn't affect me. So yep, good call on the good call. But yep, blotch thrower manages to pick up. Didn't even need sure hands. Catcher moves up with him to screen. Pidpad doesn't take any blocks because I guess why would he? Like he's in a decent position already overall. Yeah, I mean I can't say I disagree. Again, I think it was like for whatever reason Nitroxide just concentrated on the treeman, and that was that was his downfall. Takes a 2-die there, doesn't get any down result. Stays put so that he can 2-die blitz, I guess, with the bodyguard against the blocker there, or blitzer. Sorry. No, he takes a 2-die with him. Okay, yep, fair enough. Probably follows that up, I assume. Yep, follows that up, which frees up the bodyguard. So the bodyguard can now go for, like, the bodyguard can blitz this dwarf. He doesn't. He just goes and tags the dwarf and the catcher. Okay. He takes a 1-die with and he doesn't waste a reroll on that. Does not waste a reroll. I guess he was looking to free up Morg, like once that was done, like 2D blitz with Morg against the tree, and then potentially move Morg forward. But yeah, Mighty Blow Blitzer comes in here, takes a punt at one of the Imperial linemen. Down he goes. I'm gonna assume he fends. Nope, he lets him follow up. Doesn't. Guess he's just gonna go over and he's just gonna move forward a little bit. Yep, to help screen. This means that the dwarf blocker gets a 2-die on the bodyguard. Gets only a push. Yep, this time he does actually use the stand firm that he's equipped with. I don't think... Yeah, I think Pidpad just runs the thrower over to that corner. I don't think he scores here. I don't think he scores. Where is... Like, I don't think he takes the 1-die here either. I'm gonna assume maybe he moves the dwarf blocker, maybe? No, he does score. Okay. Huh. I mean, I guess he's thinking of it in, like, he's thinking of it in the sense that, like, he's got the man advantage. He wants to push the man advantage to potentially go for a 2-0. He has stated that his goal is to get into the championship. Unfortunately, Boss of the Walla did win his game this match day, so he will not be winning the division. So I think that's why Pidpad is pushing for the score here, is because if, like, he wants to better his position when it comes to the differential, like, to be a high-scoring second placer who gets into the, like, championship. I think that's why he scores early here. He takes a not as aggressive of a deployment, if that was his aim, but he does bring in the halfling hopeful onto the field, which I guess he's gonna I don't know. I just feel like this is a strangely sort of standard, which is in this case conservative sort of formation for him to take if he's looking to score. Like, if he's looking to score a second touchdown by overturning the Imperial Nobility. Like, I just feel that he could have just been, like, at least one square forward with everyone, and then, like, the strip ball and the blodge guy being this far back. Why? Like, does he just... Did he just not, like, actually decide to do his... Like, he just chose, like, a default formation, and then he, like, good enough and didn't change it at all, maybe? Ball gets kicked. Another officious ref. Who is it this time? The blodging Noble Blitzer gets stunned. Wow. Yeah. Okay, Morgan Dorg goes for the blitz. Takes down the human lineman on the left here, like for Pid. And he KOs him for good measure, so that's something. I mean, Morgan Thorg is, Morgan Thorg is gonna be the threat, I guess. Is going to be the threat. Damn, that officious ref just absolutely bungles things for the Imperial Nobility. I mean, the fact that they don't have their thrower to even, yeah. I mean, it was always going to be a long shot for the Imperial Nobility. I mean, it's still possible. Like, I shouldn't be counting their chickens or whatever. But yeah, this is, the game is certainly not making it easy. Manages to stun the guard dwarf and tags the halfling hopeful. I mean, I'm gonna assume... Like, I'm gonna just make the assumption on Pidpad's behalf that this Imperial retainer here just became target number uno for his blitz, because he wants to blitz him so that he can free up the tree, so that the tree can make the throw and then get the halfling hopeful over. He does manage to pick up, doesn't flub it on the line there. Is still kind of far back, so pretty much the only player that Pidpad can get over there to harass him is the halfling with a throw. Moves the kicker lineman over there to give an assist to the dwarf blocker, as well as tag the blitzer. Morg is getting tagged by two people, which makes sense. Dwarf blitzer moves over there. I'm guessing that okay. Dwarf blocker blocks the Imperial lineman. I'm not sure why, because this just frees up the Imperial lineman, I think, because, like, surely he uses Fend there. Like, I mean, I guess, like, that doesn't really help you. Okay, now he moves the Slayer. Yep, here comes the blitz, exactly the target that I assumed it was gonna be. Loner lineman goes down to the Mighty Blow Blitzer. I'm gonna assume he fends. Yep, fends he does. And that's a KO. I don't know why he tagged... Like, I don't know why he tagged the bodyguard with the Blitzer instead of moving the Blitzer forward to, like, potentially apply more pressure. Because, like, he had... okay, he takes root, which is entirely irrelevant. Because all he really needs to do with the tree is to go for the throw. But, like, again, like, he had 2 assists there from these guys. I don't know why he needed to. Okay. He gets a 4, which is fine. He just needs to stick the landing here. Definitely teammate rerolls that. And he flubs it, which does mean that there is... Unfortunately, the heroic halfling has no chance of scoring, and that is the end of Pidpad's turn number 15. All right, I mean, it is pretty much just going to be, like, Morg is, yeah, it is pretty much, I think, just going to be move the mobile blitzer as far forward as he wants to make the pass. Hope that Morg can catch in 2 tackle zones, and then blitz No, probably no blitz, I'll be honest. Like, just go for the dodge and 1 GFI instead. He is, for whatever reason, marking up opposing players. Like, none of these are a scoring threat. So it's like, why are you marking them? You're just giving free hits away. Picks up this blitzer here. Okay. He goes for the blitz regardless. Which means that his pass is going to be like... Well, I mean, his pass was going to be pretty bad. Like, he already follows that up for whatever reason. But he needs to make the 3+ dodge. Nope. Okay, he's just not going for the score at all. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, then. Oh, and that's a seriously hurt. It's just an MNG, but surely the Apothecary is being used here. Yep, Apothecary being used. Does the Troll Slayer actually... No, but he could get a niggle if he wanted, but he's just going to take the MNG, I assume. Yeah, MNG has been chosen. I guess he tries to dodge out this guy. No, never mind. He went for the blitz with... Oh, I guess he would have gone for the... If he actually managed to, like, take down... Oh, and he goes for the... He goes for the foul on the halfling. Doesn't manage to break armor. The coach doesn't manage to convince the ref. Ball gets put down, but yeah, the Old World Alliance will not be able to score. So they are just going to be looking to gain some SPP. Treeman takes a 3-die block, probably one of the first ones he's gotten. Manages to KO a lineman. Probably like Mighty Blow block here, I'm gonna assume. I don't think he's gonna be blocking Morg. And then he's gonna blitz one of the Imperial linemen. Nope, okay, he takes it. He takes it with this guy so that he can get a blitz with the Mighty Blow guy onto one of the Imperial retainers, I think. So this guy moves here, and then he can just 2-die that guy. And then he'll probably get a 2-die on the blitzer as well. But yeah, that was the game. Very chaotic. Like keeping a very good pace for the entire game. Like I have been like, there hasn't really been. Oh, he doesn't take the blitz. I guess he wants the SPP on. Yeah. Doesn't want, like, would rather have the SPP on the Dwarf Brawler just in case. Surely he team rolls this. Surely he does. No? Okay. Why not? Like, if you're going for the SPP, like, sure, like, you're not gonna get a... Like, you're much more likely to actually get him down with the reroll. Do you reroll this? No? Okay. Oh, okay, that's why he didn't reroll, because he's gonna go for the Halfling Vanity Pass. he's gonna go for the... I mean, he makes the animosity. And with the reroll, he makes the catch. The Halfling manages a Vanity Pass to gain 1 SPP. So if he gets... Alright, sure. What a way to end the game, I guess. A halfling Vanity Pass for the Old World Alliance team who won 1-0. I very much appreciate that, Pidpad. That was good content for the channel. That's definitely going to be a short of, like, how do you end a game of Blood Bowl, just to, like, snub it in, like, rub it in for your opponent. You make a Halfling Vanity Pass there. But yeah, that was the game. Pidpad has managed to win. Oh, what? No. Has managed to the 1-0 win. He was looking for that 2-0 just in case, but 1-0 is good enough. He is in contention for the second place, I believe. Taking a look here at the rankings. Yes, he has managed to bypass Cronky Chops here at Serpent's Dominion. So now it pretty much comes down to the next match day between between Cronky Chops and Pidpad. So both, like, if Pidpad wins, he is guaranteed second. If he draws or loses and Cronky Chops wins, he's out of contention for second. And if if he loses and Cronky Chop gets a draw, I believe Pidpad still wins that bit, like, on the strength of the deciders. But yeah, he's gonna have to be looking for another win, and I believe his last game is going to be against the Talabheim Throttlers, who is the other Imperial Nobility team on this. And just to see what we're dealing with here, what are they? So they have an Ogre, they have 3 rerolls, they have an Apo. All right. They have Bodyguard, who have Grab and those are chosen skills, by the way. These are chosen. No, sorry. These are not chosen. The first skill is chosen with the guards, but the second skill has been random. Probably. Like, I'm gonna assume that he didn't random guard both times and then choose these two. So, Grab, yep, that's a good random. Pile Driver, probably not as much. He's got Diving Tackle on a Blood Splitzer, and he's got Sidestep on a Blood Splitzer. The Diving Tackle was probably a random. Not a bad random by any means, but you generally don't want the Blitzers to be on the ground, but it can be useful. No skills on the Ogre, no skill on the Imperial Thrower, and then he's got 2 alignment. He hasn't yet played his match, so we don't know what his team is going to be looking like for the next match day. But he does have at least money for another Imperial Retainer if he wants to. And then who is gonna be Cronky Chops? So Cronky Chops is gonna... I think Cronky Chops is gonna be facing the Pantaloon Privateers, if I'm reading this right. So that's gonna be Imperial Nobility versus the people fighting for the second place. I believe because Balls to the Walla has won this match day. Well, he could lose. I keep thinking that, yeah, he's already, like, actually managed the first, like, the actual first place, but Balls to the Walla could lose his last match day, who, if I'm reading this correctly, is gonna be against Gimlick. Am I reading that correct? Or am I just pulling things out of my head here? I might be just reading that wrong. Let's see. He hasn't played it. Yeah, so Nitroxide, Cronky Chops, Pidpad, Varus, Bambala Cha-Cha, The Walker, Wismerhill, and the Spider. No, he will be facing off against Gimlick, the Orca Cola Orcs. And Gimlick is he could, like, I think that's gonna be an interesting match to see, like, because, like, the Black Orcs are gonna be able to outmuscle the undead, and Gimlick is, like, a known good coach, so definitely gonna be, like, the top of this division is certainly not set in stone. It's a very tight race between these 3 fellows. Gimlick, unfortunately, is already out of that contention. I think Cronky... Yeah, even if Cronky wins and Balls to the Walla loses, I think... Yeah, so Cronky is out of the top contention, but he can still snatch second place away from Pidpad, depending on how things go. But if Balls to the Walla loses and Pidpad manages to win, he's going for the championship. So that's going to be very interesting, and hopefully we'll be able to catch at least one of those games. Probably, I'm looking to probably see the Balls to the Walla against Gimlick. I think that's the game that I'm trying to aim to see, like, and stream for the OCC, because that is, I think, what really sort of decides the division. But hope you were entertained. 2 second place teams will play in the championship. Yep. Yeah, I figured as much, Pit. Like, if so long as you win, I don't think. I mean, to be fair, even if you draw, you have a decent enough. Like, you have a decent enough scoreline, but I don't like. Would draw like draw could be enough, on the assumption like if you draw, then you're still better off than Conky Chops. So. Like, I think even a draw might be enough. But yeah, if you win, I think you're gonna be in championship regardless. But surely you're aiming for the first spot, like, in the division. Because, like, you're a competitive player like that, right? Alright, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Could be. It could be, but doubtful. Yeah, I figured as much. So yeah, it's nice to see. It's nice to see that the that there's this tough of a. I mean, then again, we did also, like, when we were looking at the divisions, we did kind of already figure that this was gonna be, like, probably the toughest division, if not the like one of the tougher ones, if not the toughest. But yeah. But yeah, I think, like, it really, I think you need to hope that, like, if Gimli can win against Balls of the Walla, like, that's gonna blow blow things up for you. And I think he's got a good chance. Like, I think, honestly, like, Black Orcs are pretty decent into Undead, I feel. So, yeah. The goal is championship, sure, but, like, you want to get there in style, so you want to win the division to get there, right? But, good luck, regardless, to both you and your opponent this match today, Nitroxide. Though I do think that he's just, like, this Pantaloon Privateers team is probably just done. Like, he hasn't had a great season so far. And, like, the hits just keep coming, like, with the like, his thrower missing, and then, like, getting a permanent, even with the intervention of the Apo, is just, yeah, I think he's gone. So hopefully he'll at least have fun in the last game of the season, and maybe he'll, like, re-roll into like, hopefully a team with better luck than this one for the next season. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Oh, he's switching to Chaos Renegade. Why? Why does he insist on... there are just some Blood Bowl coaches who don't know when the game is trying to tell them, yeah, you should really play something sensible. Like, something actually sensible. But, I mean, kudos to him for like... He tried his hand at the Imperial Nobility, and seemingly, at least the dice seems to have told him to piss off, and now he goes for Chaos Renegades, which, I mean, I'm an advocate that Imperial Nobility isn't as bad as it looks, because I like them, but I think Chaos Pact might be worse overall, just because, like, on a good day they'll run over a lot of teams with the 3 big guys. On a bad day, they're gonna stand there looking like idiots, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot more bad days than good ones, I think, overall, generally speaking. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had fun. And as I always say, good day, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Have a good one.